Live from KXAN, this is Game Night.
Second half of the high school football season is officially underway. Week 6 on the calendar, and the jockeying for playoff positioning is already well underway. But we start with two teams that are virtual locks for the postseason. To District 13 6A we go. 3 undefeated teams in the district, and 2 of them meeting tonight. Round Rock and Vandergrift for an early leg up in the battle for that district championship. First drive of the game, a conversion on 4th down for Round Rock, and then Israel Morgan punches it in from a yard out for a 6-0 lead after a failed PAT. But then the Vipers take over. Drew Dawson to Brady Middleton, wide open for a 7-6 lead. Then Dawson to Trey Mungazi, one of the best catches of the year. Take another look at this, a phenomenal effort. One-handed snag to pull it down. That makes it 14-6. Second quarter now. Vandy still pouring it on. Dawson to Bowen Lewis, and he does the rest from there. Nothing but green in front of him. 49 yards on the catch and run to make it 21-6. Looks like the Vipers are going to run away with it, but right before the break, the Dragons strike again. Seth Ford on the keeper, a 23-yard scramble to pay dirt. That makes it an 8-point game at the half, but this one goes to Vandergrift. Vipers win it 32-25. The third and final undefeated team in 13-6A, Stony Point, taking on Hendrickson at the Palace. The Hawks struggling a little bit this year, but looking strong right out of the gates. Jasiah Demps breaks off a huge run. Tigers aren't going to catch him, struggling towards the end, but he finds the end zone. That gives the Hawks an early 7-0 lead. Tigers, though, have an answer. Kyle Overton trying to buy some time with his feet, looking downfield, chunks it deep. Andre Woods, wide open, walks into the end zone to tie the game at 7-all. This is a good one, though. Hawks on the goal line. Demps punches it in again. Far shorter effort this time, makes it 14-7, but Hendrickson unable to hold on. Stony Point with a come-from-behind win, 24-21. Over in 25-6A, Anderson and Bowie. Bulldogs still trying to figure things out a little bit after losing their quarterback, Trinidad Sanders. Anderson, nice start to the year. Here, Cameron Langford trying to find the corner, but he can't. Theano Bright with the first contact, forces a fumble. Michael Chandler O'Connell somehow comes up with it. Bulldogs can't turn it into anything, but later in the game, Josh McCormick with a second quarter field goal to make it 3-0. Ensuing kickoff, Colin Page gets it, and we're showing you a kickoff for one reason. That's because no one is going to stop Page. He takes it. That's about a 99-yard touchdown on the kickoff, and this one is a good one. Bowie right now up late too, 16-14 in the fourth quarter. A couple of games yesterday in 25-6A, Del Valle winning big over Austin High. You saw that on our sister station, KBVO, and Hayes beating Aikens. Lake Travis winning big over Lehman right now, and Westlake has the week off. But next week, it is that Battle of the Lakes, Shaps and Cavs. That one, all eyes on the state will be watching that. Going back up to 13-6A, and, well, no score there. That is it with 6A, Westlake and Lake Travis in the Battle of the Lakes. Now we go to Class 5A. Hutto hosting Georgetown in a D1 District 11 showdown. Eagles just now starting district play. Hutto's undefeated on the year. Grayson Dawson in a quarterback. No drop-off with him taking over for Chase Griffin after he left for UCLA. Here, Doggett connects with Dejon Harrison. 71 yards on the catch and run. That is a 7-0 lead for Hutto. But it's not all smooth sailing for the Hippos. Later in the first, Harrison fighting for some extra yardage. Taylor Bell with a hard hit to jar the ball loose. Now it's a game of hot potato. No one able to hold on to it till Aaron Bazell lands on it in the end zone. But the Eagles can't turn it into any points. Hutto again driving now. Late in the first quarter, Doggett to Harrison. You kind of lose him behind the referee, and looks like the hardest hit on that drive is the referee on our photographer, Andrew Choate, but Harrison does find the end zone. This one, all Hutto. They win big over Georgetown, 34-18. Now to a little rivalry game on the field as much as it is in the stands. A little battle of the bands with Northeast Early College, formerly known as Reagan, taking on LBJ. Jags coach Jamal Fenner, he's a former Raider, so he obviously knows this rivalry well. First quarter, Jags already up 7-0. Quarterback Hunter Scott scrambling. David Rivera comes up with the tackle. Scott fumbles it, and Aiden Small comes up with the recovery, but that drive stalls for the Raiders. on the 1-yard line. Next possession for the Jags, and Scott finds Andrew Mubuku on the quick slant. He does the rest. LBJ wins this one big. It's a shutout, 49-0. Another rivalry game to check in on. This one in the Piney Woods, Bastrop and Cedar Creek. And the Eagles get their first ever win over their school rival, 17-7, the first win over Bastrop in school history, a breakthrough win for a program that has had a nice start to the season this year. That's just the cherry on top at this point.